Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Listen to Talk English podcast.
Hi everyone, I'm Roy.
And I'm Luna. We are your hosts, here to help you learn English in a fun and easy way.
That's right, Luna. Whether you're just starting your English journey or want to brush up on the basics, you've come to the right place.
Today, we have a very important topic for all of you who want to use English at work.
Yes, Luna. We are going to talk about English for work, basic phrases for communicating with colleagues and clients.
This is for beginners, so we will use simple words and explain everything clearly.
Exactly. Knowing some basic phrases can make a big difference in your confidence and how well you can communicate at work.
So, let's get started. Roy, let's think about when we first arrive at work. What's a simple thing we can say to our colleagues?
The most basic and important thing is to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time of day.
That's right. So if you arrive in the morning, you can say good morning, everyone, with a smile.
And if you arrive after lunch, you would say, good afternoon.
And later in the day, maybe after 5 or 6 o'clock, you can say, good evening.
It's always nice to greet people. It shows you are friendly.
Absolutely. What about asking how someone is? That's also very common.
Yes, a simple way to ask is, how are you?
And the person might reply with, I'm good, thank you. And you?
Or they might say, I'm fine, thanks. Very simple.
Now, let's think about when we need help from a colleague. What can we say?
A very useful phrase is, can you help me?
Yes, that's perfect. For example, if you don't understand something, you can say to your colleague, excuse me, John, can you help me with this report?
Exactly. Or, Sarah, can you help me find the meeting room?
Another way to ask for help is, I need some help.
That's also very clear and easy to understand. You could say, excuse me, I need some help with the computer.
Or, I need some help to carry these boxes.
Now, what if someone looks like they need help? What can we say to offer our assistance?
We can say, can I help you?
Yes, that's a very polite way to offer help. For example, if you see a colleague struggling with something, you can ask, hey, David, can I help you with that?
Another way to offer help is, do you need any help?
That's also great. You could say, hi, Emily, do you need any help with your presentation?
It's always good to be helpful at work.
Definitely. Now, let's think about asking simple questions to colleagues.
One very common question is about time. How can we ask that?
We can simply say, what time is it?
Very straightforward. Or, if you need to know where something is, what can you ask?
You can say, where is, for example, where's the printer? Or, where is the coffee machine?
Exactly. Or, where is the restroom? That's an important one.
Yes, and if you are looking for a specific person, you can ask, where is, followed by their name. For example, where is Mr. Smith?
Now, let's talk about giving simple instructions to colleagues.
A basic way to tell someone to do something is to say, please do this.
For example, please send me the email, or please close the door.
You can also say, can you, followed by the action. For example, can you print this document for me?
Or, can you call Mrs. Brown?
Using please and can you makes your requests politer.
That's a very important point, Roy. Politeness is key in the workplace.
Now, Luna, let's move on to communicating with clients. This can be a little different from talking to colleagues.
Yes, that's true. With clients, we usually need to be a bit more formal and professional.
When you first meet a client or speak to them on the phone, what's a good way to greet them?
Just like with colleagues, saying hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening is a great start.
And it's important to sound friendly and welcoming.
Absolutely. After the greeting, you might need to introduce yourself. How can we do that simply?
You can say, "My name is," followed by your name. For example, "Hello, my name is Roy Miller."
Or, good morning. My name is Luna Davies.
You might also want to say which company you are from. You can say, "I'm from," followed by the company name. For example, "I'm from Global Solutions."
So, putting it together, you could say, hello, my name is Luna Davies, and I'm from Global Solutions.
That sounds very professional. Now, the client might have a reason for contacting you. How can you ask how you can help them?
A simple and direct way is to say, how can I help you today?
That's perfect. It shows you are ready to assist them.
Another way to ask is, what can I do for you?
Both of these phrases are very common and easy for beginners to learn.
Sometimes, you need the client to tell you more about their needs. What can you ask?
You can say, "Can you tell me more about," followed by what you need information about.
For example, can you tell me more about the problem you are having?
Or, "Can you tell me more about what you are looking for?"
It's important to listen carefully to the client's answer.
Definitely. Now, what if you need to give the client some information?
You can start by saying, yes, of course.
That shows you are willing to help.
Then you can say, here is some information, and then give them the details they need.
For example, "Yes, of course. Here is some information about our new product."
Or, yes, of course. Here is the price list.
What if you make a mistake or something goes wrong? What should you say to the client?
It's very important to apologize. A simple way to do this is to say, I'm sorry.
Or, if it's a problem with the company, you can say, "We are sorry for the inconvenience."
That shows you acknowledge the issue and are taking responsibility.
Now, Luna, let's think about offering solutions to the client.
You can start by saying, we can, and then explain what you can do to help.
For example, we can offer you a discount.
Or, we can send someone to fix it tomorrow.
Another way to suggest something is to ask, "How about?"
For example, how about we schedule a meeting next week?
Or, "How about I send you a brochure with more details?"
These are good ways to be proactive and helpful.
Finally, when the conversation with the client is finished, what's a polite way to end it?
You can say, thank you for your time.
That's a very polite and professional way to end a conversation.
You can also say, have a good day.
Or, "Have a good weekend" if it's Friday.
It's always nice to end on a positive note.
So, we've covered quite a few basic phrases for work, both for colleagues and clients.
Yes, and remember, these are just starting points. As you learn more English, you can expand your vocabulary and use more complex sentences.
But for beginners, these simple phrases are very effective.
Now, let's give our listeners a few extra tips for using English at work.
Great idea, Luna. My first tip is to focus on pronunciation. Even if you are using simple words, clear pronunciation will help people understand you better.
That's a very important point. Try to listen to native English speakers and practice how they say different words and phrases.
My second tip is to always be polite. Using words like please and thank you can go a long way in making a good impression.
Absolutely. Even in simple requests, adding please makes a big difference.
My third tip is don't be afraid to ask for clarification if you don't understand something. It's better to ask than to pretend you understand and make a mistake later.
Yes, you can simply say, sorry, can you say that again? Or, I didn't understand, can you explain?
And my final tip for today is to practice regularly. The more you use these phrases, the more comfortable and confident you will become.
That's right. Try to use these phrases whenever you have the opportunity at work. Even if you just say good morning to your colleagues, it's a start.
and maybe try to practice with a friend or a language partner.
So, let's quickly recap some of the key phrases we talked about today.
For colleagues, we learned phrases like good morning/afternoon/evening, how are you, can you help me, I need some help, can I help you, do you need any help, what time is it, where is, please do this, and can you.
And for clients, we covered hello, good morning/afternoon/evening, my name is, I'm from, how can I help you today? What can I do for you? Can you tell me more about? Yes, of course. Here is some information. I'm sorry. We are sorry for the inconvenience. We can. How about? Thank you for your time. And have a good day.
Remember, these are just a starting point, but they are very useful for basic communication at work.
We hope this episode has been helpful for all our beginner English learners.
Keep practicing and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Thank you so much for listening to Listen to Talk English podcast.
Join us next time for more tips and tricks to improve your English.
You can find all our episodes on our YouTube channel.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes.
Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone, and happy learning.